Occult data. The word occult means that which is hidden. Occultism, consequently, is the science of hidden forces and the art of subjecting such forces to human control. Here we will consider the data upon which occultism rests. Its subjects are not directly apprehended by the five senses upon which the physical scientist relies for all knowledge. The line of demarcation between that which is called occult is therefore constantly changing. For scientists, every now and then invent a device by which some hitherto occult force is made directly perceptible to the physical senses. It is then no longer considered occult. Not long since, for instance, the power of the lodestone was held to be occult. Indeed, so far as any knowledge of its nature is concerned, the physical scientists should include the force of gravitation in the occult category. For they admit it operates across immense space in which there is nothing that can be apprehended by the five senses, yet fail to explain by what hidden means the force is transmitted. The infrared and ultraviolet rays of light also were occult a few years ago, and are so yet to the majority of people. All mental forces fall properly into this category, as is admitted in the case of hypnotism, exhibiting as it does the power of one mind over another. It is clear then that the common application of the word occult, since it depends upon the experience of the speaker, for what is hidden to one may be perceived by another, is wholly arbitrary. Man fears that which he does not understand. The word carries with it an air of mystery, it is true. But all forces are mysterious to those who have not studied them, and what is mysterious to the ignorant is obvious to the learned. Yet in all nature, nothing can come permanently under this ban, for all mysteries may be solved. Thus, the simplest conveniences of modern civilization are mysterious to the untutored savage. He is wont to attribute their power to some supernatural agency. But there is nothing supernatural, nothing that is not governed by natural laws. Above and below, all obey those by which they manifest. And while these laws are uncomprehended, any phenomenon seems mysterious. It was this uncomprehension that caused the terror of the red man, who, not understanding the natural laws underlying its geysers and boiling paint pots, feared to enter the Yellowstone Park, while the white man, sure that its riddles could be solved, had made it his national playground. And just as the savage inclines to attribute such phenomena to some supernatural agency, or similarly to attribute the powers of the burning glass and to regard photographs with reverence, so other men, more highly endowed but not less ignorant in that special direction, can see in spiritual phenomena only divine intervention and miracles. Thus, do all of us fear that which we do not understand. But with understanding comes courage, for with the dawning of the light of the mind, we see how any hidden danger, if danger there be, may be circumvented. Knowledge reveals it either as a scarecrow or as a menace, the one to be ignored and the other avoided, except as it can be made subservient to the will of man. Progression depends upon knowledge. Man's only progression, here and hereafter, must be founded on knowledge. Only by its means can he subjugate his external environment and enjoy its opportunities. He who is ignorant of the laws of his physical body incurs illness. He who is ignorant of the laws governing acquisition remains in poverty. He who is ignorant of the social laws of his land is likely to be deprived of his liberty. So it is also with the things spiritual. Only through a knowledge of spiritual laws can man mold his spiritual environment and enjoy, while yet on earth, spiritual powers. Ignorant of the laws of his spiritual body, he incurs moral maladies that follow him beyond the tomb. Ignorant of the laws governing the acquisition of spiritual attributes, he misses the greatest treasures of this life and passes to the life beyond in spiritual poverty. If, still ignorant, he goes to the new life with no knowledge of the laws and customs of the denizens of that realm, or if he contacts them while he is still embodied, he may, in his unenlightened condition, be deprived of his liberty. Only through knowledge of himself and of the powers and forces by which he is environed can he expect to progress. And it is for this reason that the occultist applies himself to the acquisition of such knowledge. Its acquisition, like everything else, depends much upon a proper beginning, and the occult student, starting out on his voyage in search of the golden fleece of spiritual truth, needs to take care that he sets sail from the right port and in the right direction. At the very beginning, then, of our bold enterprise, in which we propose to carry the student safely across the muddy tide of metaphysics and land him securely on the bright shores of occult knowledge, we must indicate our port of debarkation and show it to be a true port.